There's a side of Red Dead Redemption 2 that most players never think about. The strange, chilling connection between technology, progress, and the death of the old world. And nowhere is that more haunting than in the story of Marko Dragic, the eccentric inventor tucked away in the north of the map. He's easy to miss, but his short quest line might be one of Rockstar's most unsettling reflections on what was coming for the West, and for humanity itself. When Arthur first meets Dragic in St. Denis, he's a nervous, ambitious man, desperate to prove that he's a genius ahead of his time. He claims he's building machines that can think, inventions that will change the world forever. You help him test a remote-controlled boat, fighting off enemies as he shouts about how his vision will bring order to chaos. At first, it feels almost comical. This eccentric man tinkering with wires and batteries, while Arthur just nods along. But as the quest continues, the tone shifts. Later, Arthur visits Dragic's hidden laboratory in Doverhill, far north of Ansburg. The place feels unnatural. Buzzing electricity, flashing lights, a sharp contrast to the quiet, dying world Arthur lives in. There, Arthur helps Dragic harness lightning itself, powering what the man proudly calls his thinking machine. It's clear he sees himself as a modern god, creating life, controlling nature, and leaving the past behind. For Arthur, who's already watching the gang fall apart and the world move on without him, Dragic's obsession feels alien, even frightening. But the real horror comes when you return to that lab later in the game. The doors are open, the machines are silent, and Marko Dragic is dead, collapsed beside his invention alone. The machine he built still moves faintly, calling him Father. It's a moment that sends chills down your spine, not just because it's eerie, but because it mirrors the central tragedy of Red Dead Redemption 2. A man so obsessed with control that he loses everything human in the process. Dragic's story isn't just a spooky Easter egg. It's Rockstar showing what the future looks like after the gunslingers are gone. The West was dying, and men like Dragic were the ones replacing it. Science, technology, ambition, all things that seemed unstoppable. Arthur's world was built on loyalty, survival, and the bond between people. Dragic's world was built on wires, greed, and isolation. One represents the death of the old America, the other, the birth of the new. When you think about it, Dragic is the perfect ghost of progress.